like 12:07.
Oh, I'm a little fast.
Yeah. Okay, we're live, everybody.
We're live, everybody. Welcome to the show. My name is Brian McCarthy,
and I'm here to say,
and I got more rhymes than
I
the
like
you
podcasting in them.
in a very avuncular way.
Avuncular's got way too many syllables.
Yeah. See, anyway,
rhyme.
Yes. Welcome to the show. We're spitting fire. My name is Brian McCarthy, and that's Adam Hineker. And this is the Brian McCarthy interview show. If you're watching, smash the like button. Oh God. Yes.
You don't want to say it. I will.
The like button. That's right. Subscribe, thumbs up, or even thumbs down. Comment. It helps. Helps with the algorithm. If I hear one more person say the word algorithm to me, ugh.
I hear people shorten and they just say algo.
Is that really a thing they say?
Algo.
That's even worse.
Wrangle the algo.
Yeah. Okay. Well, listen. Welcome. We wanted to do just a little bit of preemptively let you know what's happening. If you remember, if you're really paying attention around here, I have a barber jacket, BARBOUR. Don't worry, I'm not getting into hair cutting. Shut up. Fucking go ahead. Got the fucking tub of blue liquid with all the combs in it.
Oh yeah, that weird blue liquid.
Yeah.
Barbasol, I think, is what it's called. Is that Barbasol?
I'm gonna say yes, but
give you a qualified.
It kind of has to be.
I mean, a qualified.
What else?
Yes.
Yeah. What else could Barbasol be?
I don't know. I'm gonna look it up in a second. But
you ever see those neck massagers? Those old man neck massagers?
Sure.
With yeah, exactly. I used to go to a place when I was a kid in Baltimore, and they had they didn't have just Playboy. You go in there and they had Swank and Gallery and Wee. And, I mean, real
Colt Roundup,
real hardcore, pull it apart.
Nice.
Mags. Yeah, you could really. I go in there. They go, "Hey kid, didn't you just get a haircut an hour ago?" Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like grown back. I'll keep it real tight.
Yeah.
Unlike this girl Snatch.
If you need this, it'll be between my mattress and box spring.
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm just here to use the restroom. Can I grab a stack of these magazines and give me about 45 minutes? I want to go 10 times. 10 times. Anyway, so when I was I called Barber Store, got a guy on the phone, and because I had to have the jacket repaired, a bunch of holes in it, because I'm, as everyone knows, I'm a big duck and game grouse hunter.
Oh yeah,
I'm always hunting grouse. Mm-hmm. And got a guy on the phone, and I said hi, and he goes, "Oh, Brian McCarthy," and I said, "Yeah," and he goes, "Hey, did you ever manage a Club Monaco or the Club Monaco? I don't know how many Club Monacos there are.
There's a lot.
Yeah, in the Club Monaco district.
Yeah.
In Soho." And I said, "No, I never managed a Club Monaco in Soho," which is kind of a hilarious question to ask anybody.
Right.
I said, "No." And he goes, "Oh, well, I used to have a manager who managed a Club Monaco, and when I worked there, and his name was Brian McCarthy." And without missing a beat, I don't even know why I did. I mean, who cares really? But
we should also say this guy sounded very gay.
He certainly sounded like a guy that would work at Club Monaco. Yeah, he just sounded. Okay. Yeah, he sounded very friendly. But yeah, and also if he didn't sound gay, it would almost be funnier. But right. I said, "Oh, you must be really cute because they only hire the hottest guys to work at Club Monaco."
Yeah.
And at which point he went, "Oh, okay." And
he was a little taken aback.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, are we doing this?"
Yeah.
So then he goes, "Are you?" Yeah,
cowboy.
Fucking A, we are. Yeah. Why don't you go check and see where my barber jacket is, and we'll come back.
Go grab my lube.
Yeah, we'll get this.
We're doing this.
We're waxing my jacket and your asshole.
Tired of using spit.
So he goes, "Are you on Instagram?" And as I'm telling him my handle, Brian M Show, my clicks and he follows me on Instagram, which is great. That's how I listen. I need the followers. I'm tired of buying Philadelphia Filipino bots.
Yeah.
$20, 45,000 followers. Yeah. Just don't look at their profiles, everybody, because they're not people
from a click farm.
Yeah.
In Bangladesh.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, point is that so then that night he sent me a message. Hey, what are you doing? Blah blah blah. Are you up? Which is that's gay or straight speak for want to fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Netflix and fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Netflix. So and so so then I told Adam about it. We've sort of been talking about it in the show here and there. So we thought it would be fun just to have this guy on the show.
Yeah, I said, bring him to me.
God, is his name Anthony?
Anthony.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Thank you.
Yeah.
It comes up as Ant. And when I went to I actually had Anthony. When I went to pick up the jacket, which I picked up just prior to Christmas, I think it was 23rd, I think. He was there and he like put my jacket on me. Very nice guy.
Oh,
And he was,
Nanny?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Rubbed his cock in my
Joe.
ass.
Like,
But
you feel it. Little poke.
Well, yeah. So he seems like a very nice guy, and we're just gonna have him on the show. I don't know. We like to listen. You know,
I kind of framed it to him. I'm like, we like to have people on sometimes that Brian just meets in his everyday life.
That's not wrong.
Yeah.
So we'll have him on the show.
Interesting people.
Yeah. I mean, we've been joking that like we had mentioned that this was going to be a tank top party, and he hit me up last night. Like, are we still wearing tank tops? Like, I don't know if he's getting really the sort of the joke of this, but you know, I really don't think he's going to show up here and like actually like think we're going to have a full on like session. But I know he works.
We'll start with some heavy petting.
Oh yeah, no,
I need kind of work up.
I can't just get a fucking no. If I'm going gay, it's gotta. You need to. I call it. You need to Dove David off me.
Okay.
Take me into the side room. Slow dance with me. Feel your desert stubble on my cheek. But yeah, so he'll come up and he works at the barber store over here in Madison Avenue. So maybe he has some fun retail stories.
Yeah.
You know, like we throw it out there.
Yeah.
I'd like to think that, you know, you and I are old hats at this podcast game, so we can just make some fun with it. God, I had the funniest thing. You know, I'm also on TikTok. It's Brian M Show on TikTok. And what I've been doing is you know, putting these clips now for the past couple of months, and you put them out on Instagram and TikTok and
just your phone.
Okay, sorry.
New York Times.
New York Times. Oh yeah,
this shit just got something in from the newsroom.
Yeah, they need me. This fresh in off the bulletin. Kennedy shot Dallas. So what happened was I just lost my train of thought. Help me, please.
Oh, man, we're talking about TikTok clips.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
So
Algo.
Oh, so I put this thing on TikTok. It's this Gabriel Byrne video thing, a little 30-second thing.
Right,
yeah, you know, you're in these things. So anyway, so this guy comments and he goes, "Someone please take away that guy's podcast equipment."
Wow,
pretty funny. I don't care. I don't know.
Take away his podcasting license.
Yeah, they're like, this guy. We've had enough. Yeah, I just love the idea of being so terrible. There's a knock on the door, and somebody's like, "Sir,
it's just guys in dark sunglasses.
We're here from TikTok. we got a complaint.
A couple of Chinese fellas.
Yeah, we're here to take up all this crap. Right. That's it. Someone get those green screens." I'm like, I immediately. I don't even put up a fight. I'm like, I know. I suck at this. They collapse, you guys. These green screens behind me, they collapse. By the way, what do we have on the green screen?
Oh, we got like an English countryside,
nice
gentleman on horseback in like red blazers with their fox hunting dogs.
Yeah,
it's very
the reason
in honor of the barber.
Yes,
reason barber boy.
Yes, Adam and I have that on is that these barber jackets, they have big, dumb corduroy collars, and they have game pouches in the back, so that if you're shooting, I guess you can shove a dead bird back there. Although I don't think anybody's ever actually done that. Although I will say my wife's aunt and uncle are English, and they have a farm in England, and they have a like a mud room, or they probably call it something more adorable in England, you know.
Sure. Yeah.
Like a dirty.
I bet Ted can tell us.
Dirty parlor. Oh yeah, hi Ted. And anyway, point is like they have a mud room, and just on a rack of hooks, they have like all of these barber jackets. So I guess if you're going out into the field or whatever, you just grab one off the wall. So, by the way, for some reason, I was looking up real estate in Mayfair in London, which is kind of like you have Mayfair, and I'm sure Ted's tearing his hair out, but like I know Mayfair and Knightsbridge, I think, are like the two sort of nicest areas in London. And boy, is it expensive to it's very, very like an 1,100 square foot 2-bedroom in Mayfair was like 3 million pounds.
Okay.
Now I'm not
And
good.
the pound is
I think it's about $17 million. No, it's like it's
usually
almost
more than the dollar.
it is like
So,
140. I'm guessing
something like that.
probably $1.40. And for a long time, it was 2 for 1. But because of Brexit and
was it?
yeah, I think that the pound has taken a hit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's gone down to, and the euro I'm pretty sure is like 1 for 1. And as we all know, the Turkish lira is I don't know.
And was this an apartment or a home?
Yes, this is an apartment. Yeah, it was like in like
Mm.
it's like a big doorman building, big,
Right.
I mean, it looks like but it was a really small apartment. I was like, wow, it's fucking expensive as shit.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is like they don't have, like in America, in New York in particular, like you can't be a foreign national you can't be from certain countries in America and own real estate. Like, for example, I'm pretty sure if you're from like I don't know, Saudi Arabia, I think there are rules about owning. I'm probably completely wrong, but I know there are countries that like, put it this way. I was in Knightsbridge. I stayed at the Barclay Hotel, which is right by Harrods. And that entire area was all Middle Eastern, but like fucking I mean,
yeah, I got that oil money.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
Shakes and things of that
like,
nature.
Yeah, fucking Shake Shack is where they all have dinner every night.
That's what they call their apartment.
That's what they call it when someone in the family's got fucking epilepsy. They go, hey, you got this Shake Shack? Okay.
Shake and shake.
Shake and bake. Fucking, it's like fried chicken, but it's baked. Shut up. But they have like those Ferraris that like we don't even get them over here.
Right.
It's like a Ferrari GT with a bunch of numbers after it, or some kind of a BMW that has like, I don't know, Cobra fangs on it or something. Just fucking really. And my Paul Dinan's buddy, the Russian, I forgot the guy's first name, but he was really great. He took me out 2 nights in a row. But he had rented an apartment across the street from Harrods, 2-bedroom, and this place apparently in England, maybe only in London, but probably I don't fucking know. But you pay your rent there by the week.
Oh,
which is
wow.
Yeah, well,
interesting.
Hey, it's very different.
Like an SRO or
yeah,
something.
Exactly. But... Hello, Governor. Hey.
Oh God, I bet it's crazy. A crazy amount per week too. For
I'm here for the rent. I am. Oh, need another week. I haven't sold all me papers yet. I don't know why, but yeah. But I remember. So this apartment was like, it was in like a kind of like I guess probably a Georgian townhouse if I had to really be obnoxious about it. But like, and it was like a block off of where Harry was. So the area is like super fucking fancy, nice, whatever. And but I remember the guy telling me how much his rent was, and because I didn't ask, because I don't ask people what their fucking rent is. I mean, it's obnoxious, but like I remember because he knew that I lived here. He was like, and he was from Toronto by way of Russia. And he said, and I said, wow, this place is, I knew that the area, it was a fairly modest apartment, you know what I mean? But I knew the area was, this very kind of high end area. And I said, oh, this is a great neighborhood. And he goes, what do you think I pay for this place? And I was like, I don't fucking know. But I knew that he was saying that like it was going to be some exorbitant amount of money. Mm-hmm. And I think it was something like 14,000 pounds a month. Jesus. And it was like it was like an 800 square foot 2-bedroom. So I mean, it was not bedroom. Yeah, it was not a big apartment. Plus, it was like it was.
Oh wait, you said how many square feet?
Like 800.
Oh, 800. Okay,
no, it was.
I don't know why I was thinking like 8,000.
No.
Bedroom. Okay.
No. It was egregiously, like, put it this way: in New York, that apartment would have been on like the 55th floor and would have had a fucking plunge pool or something. I don't know, but I mean, so anyway, but it was also wild because I was there in the summer and it was like 90 degrees, and you cannot even buy an air conditioner over there because none of the windows fit window units. You know what I mean? All their windows are like Hobbit shaped, and they have, they're all like weirdly. So they didn't. So everyone has like, I mean, obviously we stayed at our hotel air conditioning, but everywhere was like, there's no air conditioning because it didn't get hot in London until like 20 years ago. So they don't fucking know what to do with over there. so that was it.
Yeah, and it's a lot of old construction, old buildings.
Yeah, there was no
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, even like that farm her aunt and uncle have, we were there and it was really hot and they had like one fan. I remember that whole house, this huge fucking house, and they had one of those, you know what an Aga stove is?
No.
An Aga,
Aga.
Ted knows. They are Swedish stoves that are constantly on. And they're the big round
Whoa.
thing on top, and they don't have there are some now that have burners, but they don't really, the old school Agas don't have burners. They have like this big kind of like big hot metal thing on top, and that's what you like, a
Okay.
cooktop, and
Oh.
you cook on that, and then they're constantly on for baking. I don't know. They're all over Europe, but they're very popular in England, and they're kind of like fancy. So I remember these people, this huge, this farm, big farm on like 200 acres and blah 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 blah. And I remember they only had one TV, and it was like this big, and it was because they don't have big televisions in other parts of the world. They don't have like
No.
no, I don't know why, but they don't. They trust me. They don't have the idea of like whenever you have anybody from another country over to your house, they always look at like my TV is 85 inches, and they're always like, "Oh, look at the American."
Well, maybe not that big, but I mean, nothing regular.
You can have a larger
Right.
television, but the idea.
But this was like a little.
This was hilarious. It was cartoonishly small,
Right.
and it had on like I don't know, cricket or something, some kind of very snooker
Comes with that on it.
Yeah, snooker 24 hours a day.
Change.
All snooker all the time.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, there are rumblings that the McCarthys might be going, as we call it, across the pond.
Okay.
So Ted, I'll keep you posted.
European vacation.
Holiday Road.
That'll be fun.
Well, we'll see what happens. But yeah, there's a big, her aunt and uncle, her uncle has a big birthday coming up. So I think the idea would be is for everyone to go over there and kind of visit. And yeah, we'll see. No, he's the I told you a story, like we went over there, and this was like fucking 9 years ago probably, and we went over there, and of course I was I was drinking back then, and woohoo, and we got into the airport over there, and then they had a car service pick us up, take us to the house, and then we got to like the farm. It's the middle of fucking nowhere. Like it's middle of, I mean, it's an area called Essex, but it was, I don't know, it's like it was all farms everywhere. So I said to the uncle, I wanted to like go for a walk because everyone was like saying hello, everyone knew each other, like hugging and kissing, but I'm kind of like, all right, now what? And I said to Steve, I said, hey Steve, can I walk into town? The town is called, ready for this English name? Pies Bridge.
Wow.
Pyes Bridge.
Wow.
I said, can I walk into Pies Bridge? And he goes, I suppose you could if you had to. And I said, well, how many like miles is it? He goes,
like if you were escaping something, or
I mean, if there's no other option and there was life-saving medication there, I don't know. Like he goes, it's probably about 6 miles. I'm sure I can walk there.
Okay.
And I said, can you I said, I think I'm gonna walk there. And he looked at me like I was fucking crazy. He goes, all right. He goes, I'll draw you a map. And he had like a little piece of paper and like a grease pencil that he had like behind his ear. And he like pulls it out, and the map was hilarious. It looked like some sort of like treasure map from the Shire. It was
absolutely
like make a right at the forked tree.
Pies Bridges Shire.
Yeah, you'll see 3 rocks, one bigger than the next. Make a left at the middle rock. So he gives me this thing, and I'm like, all right, this is my map. So I show the thing to Jocelyn, and I go, listen, I'm walking into Pies Bridge. If I never see you again, just know I've always loved you, and raise the children as Christians.
Right.
And I just head out, and I'm having a great time because it was weird because like my phone didn't work. And because I didn't buy one of those like data packages. So I had no phone. I had nothing to really listen to. So I'm just like walking.
Yeah. Taking in the countryside.
I'm just taking in the countryside, which I never do.
Wow.
So, everybody, we're going to pause this.
Let me grab it. And
all right. We'll be back.
And then, or you can grab it. And
yep.
I will just a minute. Pause. We'll be right back, folks. Our guest is here.
Hey. Come on in. It's witchcraft. And no, it's strictly taboo.
Okay, we're back, everybody.
Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Everybody, welcome to the show. It's Brian McCarthy. Brian McCarthy interview show. Sorry for that. We had to let our new friend in the apartment. So again, all the socials would be Brian M Show. Of course, if you're watching, like
right at the bottom of the screen.
It's all on the crawl. It's all on the crawl.
It's on the crawl.
So, and again, you can, if you're watching live, of course, you can comment and all that other bullshit, but you know all that by now. And we have with us a young man, dare I say, who's going places. So a little background. So we don't really know each other really at all. I just thought I talked to you on the phone and I thought you were very fun. And I like someone like you who is like me, who we're open to making new friends.
Yeah.
We're just open to making new friends.
Coming to strangers' homes on your lunch break.
We just throw it out there. You never know. Sometimes it can end horribly wrong, but it'd be funny at this point. You just hear a lock on the door. There's a doorman.
Hit the fucking Matt Lauer button.
Yeah, exactly. Click clunk.
The door just
I don't think you complain, Anthony. If you don't click clunk. We're all locked in here. Hopefully our pants don't fly off. So, Anthony, what's your story?
So I've been in retail for 7 years.
Okay.
I recently got hired at Barber.
Do you like working at Barber?
Oh, this is recent.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Now,
pictured Anthony being like the kind of the statesman of like the,
Well, I know because I've been in that store. There's a couple of like old. You think, you're like the young guy. Plus,
the Julia Sugar Baker.
What is that from? Designing women? Jesus Christ!
I don't know.
I told you, Anthony's gay. He's not that gay, right?
He's not old.
No, he's not old. Yeah,
gay.
You're not a 70-year-old. Right, exactly.
Right.
Delta Burke.
No,
What?
that?
See, exactly.
Designing women? No, listen, that's your homework.
No, this is
Let me give you some DVDs on your way out.
Yeah. Gosh, this is going terribly. No, because I explained to the audience, Barber, it's like I've had a bunch over the years. It's like a big corduroy thing. There's a game pouch in the back.
Yeah.
What kind of training did you have to go through?
I've been in retail, so like there's
but Barber's like a kind of
there's different like product specific retail training. Big book of product knowledge. They're very detailed in product knowledge.
Right.
And it's very easy for me to grasp because I was facilitating product knowledge at Club Monaco before I got here.
Yeah, it's the old Club Monaco.
Yeah.
Are they owned by Banana Republic?
No, they Ralph sold them and they went independent.
Oh. Is that the guy in Ohio?
No.
You know what I'm talking about? There's some guy that owned like the Limited and everything, and he was like a Jeffrey Epstein guy, and he's like a billionaire, and he's the one that like owned like Banana Republic. This is how old I am. I used to work at Banana Republic. And
Me too.
Did you really?
Like my very first job. Yeah.
Oh, no shit. Well, I worked there. You were not even born probably. And when I worked there, it was literally like jungle clothes.
Yeah.
So
safari stuff.
Yeah.
Sure.
The middle of the store was
khakis,
like
machetes, things
fucking
of that
khakis,
nature.
like pith helmets. And if you were late, the manager would be really pissed off.
Right.
Oh, okay. Now we're having fun. But yeah, I remember in the middle of the store there was like we had one of those old Jeeps with like the window in the front pushed down.
Which one did you work at?
Oh fuck! It was in Maryland. I'm from Baltimore originally. I don't mean to brag, but so this is in the mall in Owings Mills, and this is like 1986. No, 1989.
Wow, I didn't even know Banana Republic was around.
Well, it was.
Yeah. Wow.
Thank you. It was.
Yeah.
It was. Thank you. It was very new.
Nice.
But I remember the manager was like, "We're having a folding party." And I was like, "What does that mean?" She's like, "Well, that's where we stay late, and they give you this board." And you had to fold things on a board. I don't know if they still do that anymore, but
they still do that. Yeah.
do they? Well, they haven't innovated folding parties in 100 years.
No.
But I remember like I was so terrible at folding that I got fired within a week. They were like,
wow.
"Nah, you're not good at folding." So that was it. So I got into restaurants and of course hustling. Got lots of gay hustling. But the thing is, I never charged for it, Anthony. That was the problem. It's not called. You can't call it hustling if you're just giving it away.
Horrible business
model. Yeah. But I'm still on Facebook with a lot of those guys. So anyway, 7 years ago. So you were Club Monaco, but you're not even 30, right?
I'm 25.
You're 25 years old.
Oh my God, he's a young man.
He's a young boy. Young boy just starting out. And I sort of overheard. Did you grow up in the Bronx?
I grew up I was born in Queens and then I moved to Westchester, right outside the Bronx. Like I'm like southern Westchester, so I could walk to. I moved there when I was 6, and I've just been living here since.
Okay. And do you live with your family?
No, I moved 6 blocks away from them, so it's
Okay.
I'm still in the same
Yeah.
area.
Little
Right.
space.
So
little-
do you have a roommate?
I have a boyfriend and a roommate.
You have a boyfriend and a roommate?
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it. What's going on over there? Is the roommate gay?
Yes,
Are you guys a throuple?
we're not a throuple.
Do you ever hook up, all three of you?
He hesitated when he went, we're not a throuple officially.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
See, fucking gay
Nice.
guys have all the fun.
Dude,
God damn it.
you never watched. You didn't watch The Deuce. You didn't like The Deuce, right?
I watched a little.
There
of
was
it.
a lot of that going on in
In
the
the
Deuce.
seven- yeah.
Well, it was like the one of the main characters was a gay guy, and he would like come home, and his established lawyer boyfriend would like be in bed,
Yeah, yeah.
like you know,
sure.
getting up for a big trial the
Yeah.
next day, and his like club kid boyfriend would come
Yeah.
home and be like, you want to come out and like have a 3-way with?
Yeah.
So
I brought
it's
this guy-
refreshing to know that that really happens.
I had a gay roommate for Desmond, who's one of my kids' godfathers, and he would like. I remember one time we were flying, and we were in Atlanta, and he has a grinder, which I'm sure you're not familiar with, and
And Gold Star member.
yeah, and he's beautiful man, Desmond, tall Jamaican fella. He's what I call an aggressive bottom. He's gonna fucking kill
the
me.
power
but-
bottom.
No, he's no, he's
a
actually
step up from
No,
power.
He's getting so pissed if he hears this. 'Cause Desmond, you're a
He
top.
loves it, he
Relax.
loves
You're a top. We all know it. But
oh,
please,
okay.
fucking anyway,
Proud little
bitch
top,
ass.
right?
Yeah. So anyway, but we're walking through. It's like 8 a.m. and he's getting notifications. I'm like, what's going on? He's like, guys want to hook up. I'm like, in the fucking airport at 8 o'clock in the morning. Like, it's just kind of a thing. Where'd you meet your boyfriend?
Tinder.
Tinder.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
Okay, so help me out. I thought Tinder was for the heteros only.
No, there's gay
No, it's
men
for
on
everybody.
Tinder.
Well, clearly, but at least 2. But my question is, but why not? Like, why would you? I would think like Grinder is more for hookups. Like, how does that walk me through?
Well,
it?
Grindr's more for hookups,
Right,
and Tinder is more for like something little step up from hookups,
right,
Right.
right,
like dates and stuff.
right,
Yeah.
right. But
Right.
there is the possibility you could meet somebody on Grinder and make an emotional connection.
Mhm.
I've known
I'm-
people.
I met one of my best friends on Grinder.
Right.
Okay.
So
Nice.
yeah, you guys hooked up, right?
yeah,
And then you're just best friends.
yeah.
Whatever that is.
Interesting.
So there you go. That's how that
Wow.
worked. And okay, so you and the boyfriend share a bed, right?
Yes.
But the roommate has his own room.
Yes.
Okay. Does he ever bring guys home too?
He hasn't yet.
Why is he new?
We've just been living together for like a month and a half.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
In gay time, that's 40 years.
Mhm.
So, and how long have you been with a boyfriend?
I've been with him for almost 2 years.
Oh, okay. So that's a very long time. Has he met your family?
Yes.
Okay. So are you Hispanic?
Yes, I'm biracial. My mom's Dominican, my dad's Italian.
Oh,
Oh,
Dominican.
right.
Moria soñando. Oye,
That's a
el
very
diablo
New York
español.
combination.
Yes, of course.
Dominican Italian.
Have you ever been to the Dominican Republic?
I went right before COVID.
Do you speak Spanish?
Yes.
Okay. I know I spent my last birthday. We went to Santo Domingo. I will say this about Dominican Republic. I've been a couple of times. It is so much more fun when you go with somebody who speaks Spanish. If you don't speak Spanish, it's kind of a fucking waste. Unless you're like on one of these dumb, all-inclusive resorts.
But
yeah.
those get tiring too.
Yes, I agree with
Like
you.
I only went to a resort. I've never been to like the actual like place yet.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
might go this year.
Yeah.
I have houses I gotta like get paperwork for and stuff,
What do you mean houses you have to get paperwork for?
I have like 3 houses.
That you own?
I don't own them, but like they're in my
In the
mom's
family?
name. Yeah.
Hmm,
So I
nice.
definitely want to check them out eventually.
Very cool.
You should Airbnb those shits.
Where in the Dominican Republic?
Well, we're from Santiago, so it's a little bit
Okay.
up north.
okay.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. It's funny. We were there for we were there for a week, and we only actually left a little early because we was like, ugh. But we found this great gay bar called Monroe's, which is
Ooh.
dude. I'll tell you right now. Paul went. So we're there, right? We're walking around, and we're in this. Everything's like bachata, 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 bachata. It's like, so. We're hanging at this bar, and I told Paul, I said, "Why don't you look up, see if there's a fucking gay place around here? Because I would love."
Was there? Let me ask you this.
Yes.
Was there even one gay person with you?
Well, I mean, labels. Honey.
No, but I mean, like, actually.
No, as a matter of fact,
No,
Sean,
no.
it was like 5 guys, and one of us he got really freaked out in
Just
the
a bunch
place.
of straight.
And I'll be
dudes
honest,
going to
yeah, a bunch of straight white guy. Well, I tell you, and Nick, our one friend Nick, he's
That's
really
hilarious.
cute. Like he's tall. Who's that? Anybody good?
Hold on.
Is it
Paco.
No, Paco Osorio. Look at
Yeah.
that, my Colombian. Wow, it's like Hispanics all around me.
Talk to
Come
him
to me,
later.
my children. Suckle from my white teats. What? All right, enough of that. So, are you having fun so far?
I am.
Okay, good.
Just
All right,
checking
making
in.
sure. We're checking in.
Yeah.
Is this okay?
It's really good.
Okay, good. It's oat milk. I'm sorry.
Listen,
Ah,
it's fine.
oat milk.
I'm out of real milk.
Okay.
I was mortified. Fucking
Alright.
wife of mine. I said I always want milk in the house.
Oat is the best. I feel like not milk.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
most like
Yeah.
cow milk.
Almond milk is disgusting.
Yes,
it's
I
got
agree
this
with
much
you.
of a flavor.
Like it's ew.
And it's also
Right.
environmentally,
Cashew
it's not.
milk.
It takes a lot of water too. Like
Yeah,
apparently
same with almond. Almond
Yeah.
is like a huge waste.
Yeah, I'll tell you really quick. I want to get back to the gay bar. But it's so I'm in.
Dominican gay
yeah.
bar.
So I have 2 children, right? Kaniqua, she's 38, and LaFonda, she's got to be 40 already. No, I'm just kidding. No, I have 2 kids. They're kids. They're like high school age. And last year, they both go to these performing art. Well, anyway, it's these summer camps, right, way upstate.
Mhm.
So we're at this. My wife and I we stayed at this one hotel one night, and we thought it was going to be close to where the camp was, but it was like 35 miles. But it's 35 miles of roads like this, so it's like an hour and a half. So I'm like, we can't stay here. It's just
Yeah.
fucking stupid. Anyway, it was a super for them. It was a very high-end, expensive, dumb hotel on Lake George. So we're leaving in the morning, and they have this continental breakfast. But my wife only likes lattes and things like that. So they have this whole machine set up, but no one's really working it. So this guy walks past, and I said, "Hey, I'm sorry to bother you, but is there any way I can get on that machine? Get something to me?" And the guy was like, "Guy was super nice." He goes, "Yeah, sure. What would you like?" I said, "You know what? If you don't mind, please." I'd like a latte, but can you make it with oat milk? He goes, oat milk. Got it. No problem. Goes, brings it, rings me up. Blah, blah, blah. Thank you. Leave. Credit card receipt. Boom. We get in the car. We're driving away. My wife's drinking it, and she's making these faces. She's like, ah. I said, what is wrong with I got you a fuck. No, just kidding. I said, yes, darling. She goes, I'm sorry. She goes, this tastes.
Sweetie.
She goes, this tastes really weird. I said, what do you mean it tastes really weird? She goes, I don't know. It just tastes like cheese or something. So we look at the receipt. It was a latte made with goat milk. The guy didn't hear oat milk. He heard goat milk, and he had fucking, who the fuck even has goat milk behind the counter?
Right. That's
Like,
such an odd request.
I know
Mhm.
exactly what I thought. I was like, who even would have goat milk? Anyway, I thought that was really funny. So we walk in, so we find this place, and it's Monroe's, and we go in. And it was super, super dark. And again, like, look, Caribbean's a weird place because there are certain islands where, like, for example, my buddy Desmond, he's Jamaican. If you're gay in Jamaica, they'll fucking cut your head off.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But like the DR, they're pretty chill about it. You know what I mean? Like they don't really give a shit.
That's recent though.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Because
Yes. Go ahead.
it wasn't always like that.
Yes.
I know a few people that have fled the Dominican Republic because they're like,
They have
too homophobic.
They have safe haven here.
Uh-huh.
That's my kind of migrant.
Right.
If you know what I mean. That's it.
Right.
Kind of daddy's lap. I'll
Right.
sit you here. I'll give you a little totone con camarones. You know what I'm saying? Pernil. Mofongo in my pantalones.
Oh, boy.
Okay. My point is, but the Spanish islands, they tend to be more chill about that. But St. Thomas, I had a gay friend of mine went there and they fucking almost killed him. But point is we go in this place, but I also don't want these guys, like, I'm not there to like goof on anybody. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not there but I also don't want to be some anthropological, like, oh, look at these fucking gay Puerto Dominican guys. So we walk in and I'm down to party. So we go in, I go to the bar, little guy comes up to me. And of course, nobody speaks any fucking English, but he spoke a little English. And his name was Hector. And he goes, you're nice. I said, yeah, you're nice too, Hector. And I said, let me get drinks for everybody at the bar.
Hector wanted to get
'Cause
to know you.
I know. I had all this money. And that's
Right.
what you want to do when you walk into a public. You go,
Sure.
I'm so
I
rich.
got all this money.
Everybody-
It's
yeah.
heavy.
You
know,
guys,
you're
I
right.
am so rich.
Right.
And I have no passport. Nobody knows I'm here.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, where are we going? So I buy a bunch of drinks for the whole bar. And Hector, I looked at Hector, he's a little guy, and I said, Hector, you're so little. I bet you have like a fucking big. You ever meet those little skinny guys that have huge cocks?
Mhm.
Yes. Thank you. Anthony knows what's up. So I go, Hector, I bet you have a huge cock. And he goes, you want to see it? And he just pulls
Jesus
his fucking
Christ.
cock out at the bar. And I go, Hector, whoa, take me to dinner first. A little romance,
Right.
please. Don't just fucking pull your dick out.
I'm old fashioned.
Right. So then my buddy Paul, he goes up to this owner guy who's standing there, and I guess I don't know how Paul's talking to him. Paul does not speak any Spanish at all, although he lives in Puerto Rico half the year.
Oh, he doesn't speak any Spanish.
I mean, he thinks no.
Oh,
Paul,
a little
Paul, I'm
bit.
sorry,
Okay.
not
He
really. I
gets
mean,
by. Okay.
yeah. But anyway, so there's a back room. So Paul goes in the back room. Guy gives him a tour. So Paul's in the back room, and he goes in the bathroom, and he comes out like 10 minutes later. I'm like, what's going on back there? And he goes, oh, there's like 9 guys standing around in the bathroom. And then I go over, and Nick, big white guy, very good looking guy, who's actually wearing a tank top. So it's kind of his fault.
Yeah.
There's this.
He was begging for it.
Yeah, there's this
He was
3
asking for it.
fucking like muscular, like good looking Dominican guys just rubbing their cocks on his body, just around him. And Nick's just standing there like, hey, okay, all right. I said, all right, let's get out of here. Let's go. So we left.
Like cat furniture.
Yeah. So are you Gold Star?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Never
Wow,
any
congratulations.
broads. No, we're not missing much, believe me. It smells like fucking garbage down there. Am I right? Anyway? Just kidding.
At
So-
a seafood restaurant.
Yes, exactly. So you're 25.
Mhm.
Okay. 7 years you've been working in retail.
Yeah.
Your mom and dad, are they still together?
Yes.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Do you have brothers and sisters?
I have one sister. She's 19.
Oh, nice. I
Oh.
know. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Is she cute like you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's pretty cute.
Yeah. Are you guys close or not really?
Very.
Okay. But she must live at home.
Yeah.
Is she in school?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's in cosmetology school.
Okay. Oh, good. So she
Nice.
takes care of herself a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's nice. And your boyfriend, is he Latin?
He's Italian.
He's Italian. Okay. And is he age appropriate?
Yes.
Okay.
He's 28.
He's 28. Okay. That's good. And how'd you guys find this roommate?
Well, I was friends with my roommate for a long time,
Okay.
and then my friend was just like, I think it's time for me to move out my mom's house.
Okay.
Mhm.
And we made it happen. We got a really good 3-bedroom for
Okay.
like
For sure.
really cheap.
Okay.
Like I don't want to say that on air because like it feels illegal because it's so cheap.
I understand.
But
Does it not
it's a
have
steal.
Does it not have a bathroom?
It
Hey, but
has
you
a
got
bathroom.
you have a 3-bedroom, so you and your boyfriend have separate.
No.
No, we have
No.
1 bedroom, and then the other bedroom is just for like shit.
Oh, okay.
I
Gotcha.
see. The other bedroom is like a crafting room
Well,
for dream boards.
Sure. Vision boards.
Yeah, vision
maybe,
board.
but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
right now it's just the cat's room
Oh,
with like
Oh,
boxes
wow.
because we just
Wow,
moved like in
extra
August.
room.
okay. Wow, and here we have a very international audience. To have a 3rd bedroom that you don't use that's a real affront to
Mhm.
God and humanity. So you guys, you said, all right, listen, you want to go to your mom's house, so let's all get together and find this an apartment. You, luckily enough, you actually found a 3-bedroom.
Well, we had the 3-bedroom already.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
so you said, look, come in, maybe drop the rent a little bit. and-
Yeah,
So far it's been working out.
it's been working out.
Okay. How many cats do you have?
I have 1 cat and 1 dog.
Oh, what's your dog's name?
My dog's name's Einstein. He turned 1 yesterday.
Oh, he's a puppy.
Yeah,
What kind?
he's a beagle.
No shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
We have a beagle, and our beagle just passed away about a
Aw,
week and a half ago.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, it was. Her name was Indira. We have no idea how old she was. So she got really, really. She was super old. I mean, we're all very sad about it. And I was actually in Texas when I just got back, but she had like a massive heart attack. Do you have pet insurance?
My boyfriend does. For
Okay,
them.
make sure that your dog is lined up with that pet insurance shit, because I know I sound like an old man, but like I have had vet bills that would fucking knock you unconscious. And for example, we just had one for $7,000, and we submitted the pet insurance bill, and they paid for everything except $800. So it makes sense. It's a high premium. My God, insurance talk with Brian, Adam, and
Yeah.
Anthony.
When we're here
But-
to try to
yeah.
sell them on a
Yeah.
doggy deductible.
Yeah. Hey, can we do a PowerPoint, please?
Great.
Right. Yeah. So
Maybe
anyway, but
slides.
yeah. So how'd you get your beagle?
My boyfriend had a beagle before. He died last year.
Okay.
And he got one from the same breeder, and
Okay.
he picked it up from Atlanta and came here.
Wow, you guys are like
Oh.
real beagle people.
Well, he was.
Aficionados.
Oh,
I
my-
just stayed home and did
The
everything.
Beagle Boys.
Atlanta was the breeder Tyler Perry.
No,
No. Was
No,
it some sort of
weirdly,
not
it was,
weirdly?
it was, but he was dressed as an
Yeah.
old woman.
You ever been to Atlanta
It was
before?
Medea.
No.
No, it's not that much. I've been there a bunch. There was a great gay bar. We're having a very gay conversation. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Does it bother you? Does it bother you?
Very fine.
Okay, good. But it was called Swinging Richards, and it was a 24-hour-a-day gay bar, and they just closed a couple years ago.
24 hours.
Swinging Dicks.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like a bathhouse, but it was also a bar. So I think they like closed the bar for like 5-6 hours, but they kept the party going. You know what I mean?
Bring in the porter.
Juice bar. Yeah,
Yeah, juice. Wheatgrass. Everybody
Yeah.
kind of try to boost your immune system before we hit it hard.
Yeah, I was in Quebec City, up in Canada, and we stayed in a hotel, and across the street from our hotel was a gay bathhouse called the Bottom Boys and Le Bottom Boys, and I tried to go in there just to get a T-shirt, but they don't sell T-shirts. They don't sell T-shirts at Le Bottom. I told my wife, she's like, you're fascinated by Le Bottom Boys. I was like, I'm fascinated.
I mean, it's a funny name. It's pretty great.
Yeah.
I'm on Facebook. They have a
Bottom.
Facebook page, and I'm on their Facebook page. And over the years, this is already like fucking 6 years ago, but I'll occasionally leave reviews for Le Bottom Boy just as a goof, and they always like my reviews. And my reviews are always like, was in Quebec for a couple of days for a business trip. Let's just say the Bottom Boys delivered on every front. Fantastic chicken Caesar wrap. You guys are the best. Super. They always like it. I'm like, why not? I don't know.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to a bathhouse?
No.
Come on.
No.
We're going.
I've never been to a bathhouse.
Road trip.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's going on with that?
I mean, I just haven't found one.
I feel like
He's young.
bathhouses are a little like older.
Yeah.
Older, like a little more mature.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's a
older.
little young, maybe for the bathhouse.
How old is the oldest guy you've ever fucked? Please say 80.
65.
Whoa! There we go.
Wow, and this is how long ago?
This has been someone I've been fucking for years.
Whoa!
All right.
Like,
Oh
you
my
know, like he
God.
lives near me. He's very in shape though.
I
Like
bet.
he's not like he's not a rough
Okay.
65.
No, he's
You didn't meet him because you were shoveling his walk.
No.
No.
Okay.
hard candy, so to speak.
Did
Did he indoctrinate you in the ways of man-on-man pleasure?
Not indoctrinate me, but we've had really great sex.
Wait,
Okay.
How did you meet him?
I don't remember. Oh, Grinder.
Grinder. Okay.
Wow. So you
guess.
act clearly like you're. I mean, by the way, it's so great to hear because you're very cute and you're young and you're cute and good looking. You know how that goes. And so it's really nice to know that you can be as long as you keep, as you keep in shape. You're 65 years old and you can still enjoy. You know what I mean?
Oh,
it's
yeah,
nice to know that
100%,
guys like this
100%.
are out here.
Yeah.
Like my friend John was. he just broke up with a girl because they started off and she was a submissive sex, submissive, right?
Okay. Yeah.
He used
She
to
was
put
a
a-
sub.
He put a dog. He used to put a dog collar on her, and she would have to kiss the dog collar. Seems like a lot of work,
Okay.
to a certain extent. It's always like every time you're having sex, it's like a school play. You're like,
Mhm.
oh fuck, here we go. But
Yeah.
like he was into it for a while, but then she went to a CBT workshop. You know what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, cock and ball
Oh,
torture.
a workshop.
Cock and ball
Oh, I,
torture.
I was thinking cognitive behavioral therapy, but
Chapter
that too.
1. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about cock and ball torture.
Wow.
Or as I call it, being married. Anybody? Hello?
Sunday.
Yeah. So,
Sunday at my house.
yes, a CBT torture. Well, CBT is
Wow.
CBT torture is CBT. So it's so funny. She came home and she was like, "Boy, I really want to get in a cock and ball torture." And he was like, "Yeah, I think we're done."
Wow.
Well, I don't know.
So she just wanted that as an extra skill for
She's-
her resume.
She's on a journey. And
Jeez
but
Louise.
he's in his 50s and she's like 28 or 29 or something. So point is like it's nice to know that that's available. You know what I mean?
Well, I feel like too in the gay world, there's like even more like I feel like the world is just kind of your oyster. I
Yeah.
mean,
yep.
the straights, we'll get into some age gap. Or I mean, what's
Yes.
the greatest? I'm 20 years would be probably my biggest span.
Yeah, I think when I was, outside of my family. You mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
okay. 'Cause
Yes.
there was that time my grandmother blew me, but
Yeah. I mean, I'll count it.
Oh,
That
yeah.
incest is very hot these
Take
days.
take those gums out. And teeth. I fucked it up. Teeth out. God damn it! Well, fucking clear it up and fucking thought over. Everybody's thought over. No, what I was going to say is let's say when I here's a crazy thing. So when I was younger, I used to deal drugs, right?
Mhm.
And perico, you like some perico? Dame, you like some fucking perico? Washington Heights, baby. It's all did, man. That was an open air drug market in the early 90s. It was fucking crazy. Anyway, point being is I used to sell pot mainly, but I had this woman, I was like 18, 19, I went to NYU, and she was like in her, like, I don't know, like late 30s, maybe early 40s.
Okay.
And she was a high-priced escort. And
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that until like the second time we hooked up. I remember like I met her on the street corner.
But
and
she fucking sent you the bill.
Yeah, fucking
invoice.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Whoa.
Secured.
It's all itemized.
Hope you take a secure Discover card. Yes. There you go. $400 limit. Knock yourself out.
Yeah.
So anyway, but I remember she had like an evening gown on, and like it was all this like lingerie. I was like, what is
Sure.
with all this?
She was for gentlemen college. She probably
yeah.
went to the ball.
And then this is how gangster I was, though. I still sold her the pot. I was like, just because you're giving me some pussy doesn't mean you're getting some free weed, baby.
Yeah.
It's right.
Still get
You want some of this fucking dick? You still got
up front.
Right. But she lived in an SRO. Do you know what an SRO is?
No, I don't.
An SRO. You still having fun? You okay?
Yeah.
Okay,
Single
good.
room occupancy.
It's a single room occupancy, which means it's like a little hotel. Then they're kind of having a bit of a renaissance because New York is so expensive.
Right.
But what you do is this one, so you would usually they were up in like kind of a shitty area, you know, like Harlem, whatever. So you go in. I actually lived in one for a week. It was called Oasis Hotel, and you go in, and it would be probably about $100 a week. Right, pretty fucking ghetto. But this is a long time ago. Even back then, it was gross. And you had a room and a shared bathroom down the hallway with a shared kitchen and dining area. So basically, it was you rented a very modest hotel room, single room,
like a dorm almost, because the hotel or the restroom
dorm
is usually communal.
Very much
right?
so,
Yeah.
right? And so this girl lived in there, and that's kind of what it was. So that's what this was. But you know, I mean, surprise, surprise, she was batshit crazy, and she became, because I actually have, and I know Anthony, you haven't seen my OnlyFans. I have a pretty big cock, so I can get a bitch dick drunk. You know what I mean? I can as so
an old fashioned gal like that.
Yeah, oh,
call girl.
So listen, you're a 50-year-old hooker. What do you want?
Right.
Where's this gonna go, lady?
Right.
I have dreams of my own. So anyway. So do you like fashion, or do you just kind of fall into this?
Well, I went to school for English literature.
Oh,
okay.
Who's your favorite author?
I don't have one.
What's your favorite? What's a book you've enjoyed? Let's keep it that. Let's keep
The
it
Great
easy.
Gatsby.
Okay.
Like every other person.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
Fitzgerald. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Right. So you went to school for English literature. Did you finish?
I finished, yes.
Oh,
but I graduated during COVID, so I was like I got promoted, and I got promoted again.
Okay.
And I got promoted again.
Wow.
So you know,
you know what they call that?
Killing it.
Failing upward. It's like when someone is or the Peter principle. You know what I mean? You keep getting promoted to a job that you don't. I don't know whether you want to do it or not, but like you keep getting. They recognize your abilities, even though you're kind of like smarter than the job. You know what I mean? So you keep getting promoted. Before you know it, you're going to end up owning a fucking, I don't know what, the Ralph Lipschitz Cafe. So you got promoted so you started Club Monaco.
No, I started Banana Republic.
Oh yes,
stylist,
forgot.
And
Sorry.
then J. Crew.
J. Crew.
But every place I've been like I've had like some kind of promotion.
Okay.
And then I did Lucky Brand. That was my first like key holder job.
What is key holder? Hold on.
You get a key to the store.
Yeah, it's
Probably
entry level management.
Okay.
Did you have it on a little thing around your wrist?
No, I don't.
No?
Like those
scrunchy.
Those get me like nervous. Like I just keep it on my house keys. Like those little scrunchies. Like I'm just like put that away.
They fly off. They still make Lucky jeans?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I knew
Get
there
them at the buckle.
There used to be a Lucky jean place down like on 23rd and 5th, and it turned into a Buck Weldon. You know that store, Buck Weldon?
Yeah.
Yeah. It turned into a Buck. Matter of fact, I think I'm wearing a Buck Weldon undershirt. Oh my god. Oh. So you became a key holder at Lucky.
Yeah.
And then from there,
I became a supervisor at North Face.
North Face.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love they did some stuff with Gucci, which I liked. Yes, I enjoyed very much. But although I don't like hooded sweatshirts, I don't like having all that fabric behind my neck. It seems weird.
I love it.
I know. Well, listen, that's why we get along. Yeah.
Like...
I think it's because I always think someone's behind me.
Yeah.
I'm always like, what the fuck is that?
Waking up in the middle of the
yeah, I
night.
know. That's why I don't sleep in hooded sweatshirts. So you're at North, but is North Face a store?
Yeah.
Oh,
They have stores.
they
they
have
have one
they
in
have stores.
Soho. They have one on 72nd and Broadway.
yes, you're right.
And they have
right by Urban Outfitters.
They have one on 5th too.
Okay. but not like down fifth, not like up here.
like
fifth.
40 something.
Yeah, well, there's no retail up here, right? Exactly. Now, Madison Avenue. Have you ever hooked up with a customer at barber?
Not a barber, but like there's this customer that I did because I worked at J. Crew down the street.
Sure.
So, I did hook up with a customer I met there, and then he got his jacket rewaxed. And I was like, "Ooh, nice to see you."
So
that's
funny.
what they're calling it.
Was he embarrassed or was he like, "Hey, what's up?"
He was like, "Hey, what's up?"
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Did you pick it up again or no?
He called about getting it rewaxed. He never like really went through with it, but he said
Uh-huh.
he'll call me soon because people want to wear their stuff till the end of the year and then get
Sure.
it like when it's like warmer, then
Yes.
get it serviced.
It makes sense. I must say, I was very pleased with the turnaround on my waxing on my jacket. I thought it was egregiously expensive, but I said,
I saw.
I know.
It's in my email.
Yeah, it's like $850 to get a fucking
Jesus.
$400 jacket waxed.
I don't even know what that means. What does
Did it
it
have
mean?
sentimental value that you chose to get it all repaired?
Yes. Well, here's the thing. Number one, and we can sort of discuss this for a minute, but
Talk shop.
barber jackets, and we've discussed. Everyone's going to get really super bored, and we'll check in with everybody in a minute. But I believe that I've had barber jackets in some incarnation for about 30 years, right? And 30 years ago, the build quality was much better on those jackets. The cotton was English cotton. Now it's are you ready for this? Hungarian cotton. Yeah. No, can you imagine those fucking those werewolves?
I can't imagine it.
No, and so I knew that the build quality, and also that was a jacket that I got when it was 1992, I think it was 92. So I've had it for a long time, and I've only had it rewaxed once before at Orvis down on 47th and 5th, and so I knew
They're not there anymore.
No, they aren't. Now they're a little farther down, between 42nd and 41st on the east side of the street, across from the park, by like one of the only Barnes and Nobles left. Good place, good bathroom.
Yeah,
I met my dentist in that restaurant. Anyway, but my point is that if I looked at it, the problem with what happens with barber jackets is because it's wax and it's cotton. When they crease, it stresses the fabric, so they tend to get holes in them. So if you're gonna get the fucking thing re-waxed, what I did is I thought to myself, I'm just gonna wait until it is falling apart, and then I'm just gonna bite the bullet and just get it, and also I will tell you this, Ralph Lauren, right? You ever been in those what's it called? I'm just gonna hold your arm for a minute. What's it called? Ralph RLL. It's like the
Double RL.
Yes, right. It's like a weird, like Ralph Lauren vintage store. They have all kind of weird shit.
Yeah.
So I lived in Los Angeles for 4 years. I lived right by Malibu, and in the Country Mart, which is right off the PCH. It's a kind of a fancy bullshit little fucking. They have a bunch of like New York things. They have a Cafe Havana there. I'm like, I don't know. Anyway, but there's an RLL there, and I was in there once and I saw a barber jacket that it clearly was like 40 years old, but it all re-waxed and picked up and everything else. And it was like $4,000. So I think like if the more patches on those, the more, I don't know, the cooler it is. I don't fucking know. But I was like, you ever get to a point in your life where you just have so much money, you're just buying dumb shit? You know what I mean? Get over here. Sit on my knee. I'm gonna show you. Want to make $20 the hard way? But yeah. So that was it. So I figured. So what I do sometimes is I'll look at something I want and I'll say, all right, $850 for the jacket. I have not gotten this thing rewaxed in 15 years. So 15 into 850. You know what I mean? Then I do it by the month.
Yeah.
I'm like
girl math.
I'm like, girl math. $8 a month. All right, fuck it, whatever. And I won't get it fixed again for another 15 years. So, but now, because I even noticed, because I got my daughter a barber a year or so ago, just because she likes giant jackets. So I got one for her. And even I noticed, I felt the cotton and the corduroy collar, and I'm like, this is not as like thick as it used to be. Anyway, what are you gonna do? Hey, you know what I say? Those Democrats got in charge, the whole world fell apart. Am I right, MAGA? What? Thank you. So, Anthony, are you a top or a bottom?
I'm verse.
That is so great.
Yeah.
That is the way to do it. Now, let me ask you a couple of gay questions. May I?
Yeah.
When you are blowing a guy, is it more fun to put a soft penis in your mouth and to feel it get hard? Or is it better just to get a hard one in your mouth out of the get?
Get a hard one in your mouth out of the get.
That's what I thought. Because then there's the anxiety of, is this thing going to actually happen?
Yeah, what if it
not
doesn't
only that,
work?
but like, who wants to feel a soft dick in their mouth? Not me.
No.
Sorry.
Nope.
Not me.
No.
I don't care. Despite what you may have read.
Can you tell when a guy's going to come? If he doesn't say anything, can you feel like the
when-
quickening of the balls?
When the balls quicken and when the when the dick gets when it starts like pulsating.
Yeah, the pulsating. Right.
Wow.
But as a courtesy, should someone tell you?
I mean,
You don't care. Just give it to you, right?
I've only blown my boyfriend recently, like,
But I mean, like, okay,
but like
like
my boyfriend, he doesn't tell me because that's my boyfriend. But like,
right.
if I just know you, like, tell me, like,
Yeah, yeah.
Little
And then,
tap,
then
little
what
tap
will
on the
you
head.
what will you do with it? You pull it out and like put it on your chest, jerk them off. Like I'm just I don't really know what to do with the penis if I'm not going to swallow the cum.
I mean, I usually swallow. So
Yeah,
that's a
yeah, yeah,
different
yeah.
story.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not much help in that text.
Are different food, and I think I kind of know the answer to this, but I'd like to hear your take on it. Do different foods make cum taste sweeter, saltier?
I've heard that.
Pineapple juice, right? Isn't that the thing?
Pineapple juice, yes.
right?
Like, I have a
It's
friend
supposed
that
to
can
make
tell
it-
if somebody's a smoker by tasting their cum.
Ew.
Wow, he's like a fucking sommelier.
Wait,
Jesus
unless you
Christ.
smoke out of the head of your cock,
Right.
You're like, hey, you want a little misty for you, honey?
I can see that. I can
How
see
you
that.
doing,
Danny.
Debbie? Yeah, yeah,
Right.
exactly. Yeah, right. Yeah. Or there was a guy. There was a porn star who was straight, gay, labels, but named Peter North, and
Mhm.
he was famous for shooting ropes. Massive cum shots.
The
Mhm.
right?
decorator, they call
They
him.
called him the decorator.
Mhm.
That's right. And what he always said was, if you want a big cum shot, like a big load, eat celery because of the fibers in
Oof.
the celery. But who really wants a big load? Like I don't want a big load. You know what I mean?
No?
No.
Huh.
I don't know. I don't really care one way or another. Usually I'm just coming into like an old t-shirt anyway. So it
Yeah,
doesn't really
you're a
fucking
quality over
matter.
quantity.
What do you like to jerk off to?
Group porn.
Yeah, me too.
Group.
Yeah,
I like
group is
Interesting.
fun.
Yeah. What's the biggest group situation you've been in your personal life?
My personal life,
50.
Coliseum.
They all
I've been in the back room at Rock Bar.
Oh, what's wrong?
Okay.
Rock Bar is this bar in the village.
Okay.
They have a back room.
Okay.
They have jockstrap night. You
Ooh,
come
I-
in. Take
okay.
off
Oh,
clothes.
hey.
Yeah. So
25-cent wings.
so it's like a back room, like a traditional gay back room, like
Yeah.
sex and things like that.
Yeah.
So was that fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Wow,
fun.
Is it just a fucking free for all?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet.
Wow.
Are the lights? Is the light on, off, middle?
It's like dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
dark
keep
room.
it probably pretty
Yeah.
dark, right?
But yeah. What do you think about a glory hole? What's your take on that?
I've never been to one. I would love to go
Oh,
to
we're
one.
going
Which one do you like? I like the Applebee's in Times Square.
27th Street.
Yeah. My problem with glory hole is like I would make sure they sanded the perimeter of it. You know what I mean? I don't want to get
Well, you
any-
don't want blizzards on
yeah.
your dick. Like,
Thank you.
exactly.
You don't want yes. So and a metal glory hole seems like a little too
Yeah, you wanna get
industrial.
splinters.
I mean, I like an
I thought
organic.
they just always duct tape. It's always like that's what in the movies. It's always duct tape.
What are you watching?
I don't know.
Was this the director's cut of Schindler's List?
Glory hole.
Glory.
porn.
You're like, I don't know, glory hole movie
There's
volume.
some kind of series where
Yeah, there's a glory hole series.
yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because my favorite porn is I like boy girl, but I like to see a woman who's just completely like just fucking just wait like
Oh,
give me-
that's one of my favorites too.
yeah, just give me the
like
fucking
spit
dicks.
roasted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes. And
Cool.
I'll give you a DP. I like a DP too.
Oof,
but
it's too
problem
advanced
is
for
you've
me.
really got to, unless again this is your bag, but you got to make sure, because a lot of times you'll watch this and the two guys will start making out and you're like, all right, this is going somewhere, which again it's no big deal,
Yeah.
but if that's not your bag, it's not your bag. See, I had a guy blow me once and I didn't care for it, because a girlfriend of mine, Sasha Knopp, shout out to Sasha, she told this guy, can we pull columnist? He's still around, as a matter of
I
fact.
like that he was a gossip columnist.
Yeah, I know. He's very famous, actually. Vanity
Mhm.
Fair.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
guy from Trinidad.
So we
right?
were at Jamaica. And so
Jamaica.
I was laying on my back, and this girlfriend of mine, we were all doing a bunch of coke, and we're all fucked up. And again, this is like I was 20, and she's telling these George and this other guy.
That's George.
There he is.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh,
Look
boy.
at that turtleneck.
By the way, the only thing worse than having that guy blow you is having that guy blow you, and then when I run into him now, he denies ever blowing me. I'm like, you blew
Well, he
me.
barely blew you.
Thank
Didn't he just get on it?
I could
and then-
feel that. So what happened was I'm laying on my back and we're all fucked up, and he's wearing like a feather boa, and Sasha's naked, and we're like, it's the whole thing. And
I like that he was wearing the feather boa.
Oh yeah. And then Sasha's telling these two guys, she's like, Brian's got a really big cock, it's really fucking great, blah blah blah. And they're like, well, we want to see it. And she's like, oh, show him. And I was like, Sasha, I've been doing coke for like 4 hours. Like, there's not much of a fucking penis happening right now. Like, sorry. She goes, I'll get him hard, and then I'll show you. So I lay down on the bed, and she starts sucking my dick, and she's very good at it. Okay, now I've got one of those like floppy coke dick hard-ons, but it's there, it's happening. And I'm presenting, as we say in the animal kingdom. And I show that my dick to George Wayne, and he looks at it and he goes, I want to suck it. And I was like, nah, no, it's cool. And Sasha whispers in my ear, she goes, if you let him suck your dick, I will let you have anal sex with me. And I'm like, you know what? That's not even really necessarily my bag, but all right, you know what? Sure. Now I'm kind of into whatever's happening now. I'm like, all right, I'll fuck her in front of these two guys, and maybe somebody will burn me with a fucking cigar, and we're gonna get, this is really a Monday morning I'll never forget. So I go, all right, George, have at it. And he grabs my penis.
Georgie boy,
come on, George, get over here.
Show me what you got.
I'm taking the 408 to New Rochelle. Right. So he grabs
22 skidoo,
and he goes all the way down on it, which is not an easy feat necessarily. And I could feel the stubble on his chin, on the base of my cock, and I start to just like lose it. And it was a different energy. Women tend to be like more like not intimidated by it, but it's not a known quantity, and there's something charming in that. You know what I mean? It's like when you meet like a new dog and you don't know how to pet it, if it's going to bite you or not. Girls are kind of like, like a guy knows what a guy wants.
Yeah.
So a guy goes right in there for it. Right. So he pulls back, and I've already, like, my cock is receding like the tide.
Went inside like a turtle.
Yes. And George is like, now he's yelling at me, which is never going to help. And he goes, what's wrong with you? In his Jamaican accent. What's wrong with you? You're not. I said, George, I'm not, because I'm not gay. I don't know. Sorry. But I have. So that was my. And then later on that night, Sasha, let's just say she sat on a pillow for a week or two. I punished her with that, with my what's white ivory trident. Trident would mean it has 3 heads. But let me ask you a question. Party and play. You ever got down?
Once.
Yes.
I didn't like it.
No, it's too much.
What drug is partying? Is that
crystal meth?
Okay.
Tina.
Right.
Yeah. Tina, as we call it in the community.
Yeah, it's not for everybody.
No. I've done crystal meth a couple of times, again, a million years ago. But I do it, and then all of a sudden, you just do it. You're like, all right, well, I guess I'm not going to bed for 4 days. You know what I mean?
Oh, really? Is it just from like one?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. If you do
just a couple of toots,
if you do a line like you think it's coke, which is what I did, you know what I mean? Then you're like, but some people smoke it. There's a great documentary you can find on YouTube, and it's called Party and Play. And it follows a bunch of guys that at a circuit party, and like they just get fucking tweaked out. Like at the very beginning, they're all like looking good and they're cute and they're in their outfits. They're like, "Yay, we're going to a circuit party." 4 days later, they're haunted. They've got stubble. They're just going around. Like, I mean, it doesn't look like anyone's having
zombies.
Gay zombies.
Yeah,
that's right. My new, if I ever have a fucking punk rock band. Do you like music?
Yeah.
What do you listen to?
I listen to pop, R&B, some alternative.
Okay.
I'm pretty much open.
Okay. But have you ever gone to like any of the big music festivals?
No. I've been to concerts, but not music festivals.
Yeah, I don't.
It's a big commitment.
It is.
Can't do it.
Too many days.
Camping?
Oh, fuck that. No. Especially like the Burning Man one. Like a friend of mine goes.
Oh, that's like a whole.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's not even really a concert. That's like a lifestyle.
You go. They have their own currency. You're not allowed to like. Sure. There's all these rules, and people set up like different worlds, and you have to trade money for. It's too much. It's too much.
I feel like it'd be a good place to get laid if you like girls with armpit hair,
which I do.
Yeah, you like to gnaw on it.
Yeah, I like to floss with it.
Right,
spit it right up your asshole. You okay with your time?
Yeah.
We should say hi to the folks, and then we'll go behind.
We're here with Anthony, folks. Anthony, can you do your socials? Is that okay?
Yeah.
We have it already on there, right?
Yeah. I don't have his down there.
Okay, we're gonna. Anthony,
we'll put it in the
show
Can we follow
notes.
you, please?
You can just do my Instagram.
Go
okay.
Ahead. Yeah. Which is
at my name, Anthony Gunzel.
ANTHONYGUNZL.
Okay, Anthony Gunzel.
Let's all follow Anthony.
Mr. Gunzel.
He's a sweet boy. who loves
Yes.
English literature.
Hi to Ted. Hi to Michaela.
Hello, Michaela. Hi, Ted.
Hi to Chris.
Hi, Chris.
Hi to Josh Jack.
Hi, Josh Jack. Josh,
Hi to Colt C.
what's up, Colt C?
Let me see if there's any. Hi to Lars.
Hello, Lars. Ooh.
He says we have huge TVs in Norway, also huge transvestites.
Oh,
I
okay.
believe that's an antiquated term.
No,
Lars.
maybe he means transvestites. Maybe he means guys that dress up like women. That's a real thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
God,
I think
Adam.
he means trans though. Like
Don't speak
transgender.
for Lars. He has giant TVs.
All right, yeah,
and
listen. If you
men that-
just mean cross dressers,
I love the idea of like a giant blonde guy with a beard and a wig.
Like He-Man.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I have the power.
Do. Who else? A
lot of church burning.
Right.
In Norway.
Oh, Chris Mack said that the guy you're talking about was named Les Wexner, the guy that like owns.
Oh,
I wanna
yes.
say
Yeah.
Banana
Les
Republic,
Wexner.
yeah.
He's the guy the king of retail who mysteriously, I don't know. Tell me, Jeffrey
Hi to
Epstein.
Flavorino. Hi to Kafer.
What's up, Kai?
Ted says, Anthony, are you into bears? Asking for a
Ooh,
friend.
Of course.
Yes.
Yes.
Ted, we know we're friends with Ted. Ted is super cute. He's an English guy and he was a prison cook. So he's got there's a lot of gay stuff around him just out of the gate. You know what I mean? Out of the gay
Mhm.
gate. So, and he's got an adorable accent. Can't understand
Yeah.
a fucking thing he says. God bless him. He's like, oh, you boys, you like my cock? Boy, you like my cock? Put it in your bum.
That's what they say there.
I'll
They say
blast
your
your
bum.
guts.
Probably your bum.
I'll blast your guts with my
Mhm.
fucking piss cannon. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
Everybody-
like, subscribe.
Like,
Subscribe at patreon.com/
Yeah, go to the Patreon.
Brian McCarthy, because that's where we're going right now.
We're going back to the Patreon. So everybody, listen, thanks for being part of the live thing. Thanks for listening to the podcast. Obviously, brianmshow.com for merchandise, all that bullshit. And we are now going to stop this and we're going to go to the Patreon. So, and then at the Patreon, we have a bunch of new Patreon people to say thank you to and all that nonsense. So we'll get over to that when we jump over to that. Thank you, Ted, Michaela. Hang in there, whoever you are. I like that name.
Right?
Pussy.